Marty, what are we
Hello.
here to talk about today?
We're here to talk about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
No, that was the trailer.
No, that they did show a trailer for that. If you can call it a trailer, it's more like a teaser.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the shittiest teasers I've seen.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, how
DK, what are we playing? What are we playing? What are we reviewing today?
something he wasn't not in.
Dude, you were in it for like a second, bud. You didn't have any vocal lines. What's wrong? Were you just something in your your
Thank God.
contract keeping you out of this
I'm
movie?
so glad that this fuck was not in this movie much, or at least his voice actor was
I
not
love
in the
DK,
movie much.
but definitely sad that Seth Rogen. I mean, I don't think he does a terrible job, but also he doesn't do really
he just
much
does
else
his voice
from his original voice.
Yeah. But anyway,
But
we're
yeah.
here to review the Mario Galaxy movie.
Yep.
I believe
Instead
it's
of
called.
Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, that was
it's
the original, right?
Yeah, the sequel to that, of
Yup.
which is
Which Illumination?
continuing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
because they
people
did
who do
both.
Despicable Me and
Yep.
the Minions and.
Yep. Yep.
Is that it? Is that all they do?
No, they've done a few other things.
What
I
else has
think.
Illumination done?
Ask me in like 5 minutes when I've looked it up. It's a good question. I feel like they've done something.
Isn't that kind of
else.
sad when you just have done so many Despicable Me's and Minions at this point?
That's what
kind
they're
of all
mostly
you're
known for.
It's insane. But yeah, we're here to review the new Mario movie, Mario Galaxy movie today.
Oh, they did Sing,
Oh, they did Sing too. Okay.
Lorax, Grinch, and
So Dr. Seuss movies, Mario movies,
Yep.
and Minions.
the Ducks movie, the Duck movie
Oh, that
recently.
Duck
I didn't
one that
see
came out, yeah.
And then Pets, it looks like.
Secret
Potentially.
Life of Pets.
Secret
or
Life of
whatever,
Pets,
yeah. Okay. So yeah,
they
they have
got
done
they
a
got
bit.
they got a bit under there.
But recently they've just stuck to Minions and Mario, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's their
basically.
most recent. I think the last ones that they released, or at least what they're mostly known for me at least.
But what have you thought of
I remember
this Mario movie franchise so far, like with Chris Pratt and all that? I know a lot of people don't like Chris Pratt, or they kind of done a lot of like stunt castings here, like of celebrities. But like, how do you think that's fared? Like,
I've definitely
ratio?
I feel like I've explained it maybe a few times, but for this episode I'll definitely say it again. I think that all the characters, all the actors and actresses and everybody does their vocal lines pretty well. Like I feel like the voice acting is definitely pretty close, and I like it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any issues with it.
Like me and you agreed that we actually like Chris Pratt as
I like
Mario.
Chris Pratt. I think it is funny
we think
though,
he could
because
have been better actor.
when I'm not watching even just now where you were setting up the trailer and I was not looking at the screen, I wasn't looking at the visuals at all, but I was listening to like the audio because it was so super loud, and I remember Chris Pratt's voice just sticking out like a sore thumb. He's just like, "Mamma mia."
Yeah.
And it just definitely sounds like Chris Pratt, but I don't know. I think that
Didn't
they
do
all
a thing where he changed it a little bit after like the initial criticism of like the first trailer or something?
I don't know about that, but
I thought I remember reading that or seeing that. Like,
if that's true, I don't.
Because it's not like
it's not
like
much.
Sonic where they had to change the visuals, but people complain so much about
the voice,
the initial voice in the trailer that I guess he was like, I'm gonna re-record some of these lines or something at least.
Okay.
Or something. Yeah. I feel like I remember hearing that.
Regardless, I think it was fine. I think that they all. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of celebrity casting for the sake of the name.
Yeah.
So like, as much as I do like Jack Black as Bowser.
Yeah. I like Chris Pratt
and
too.
Chris Pratt as Mario, and
I like him as Star-Lord and other characters. But like, they could have gotten a actual voice actor to like do Mario.
I think that I think the celebrity casting is definitely not my favorite thing, but I don't think they did do it bad. I think it's fine.
And it kind of makes sense because like people I think have asked like, why don't you get the voice actors from the game? But it would
like
be
Brie Larson too. That's another one. It's like
she was good too.
She was good too. Yeah. But again, it's just more celebrity casting. Donald Glover.
Yeah.
I loved him in this.
But that's like a Vin Diesel where he's again just like saying one thing and getting paid a shit ton of money to just literally say Yoshi.
Yep.
He goes Yoshi. That's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And he does it well enough.
He did a good job.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah, he
decent.
got paid probably $1 million at least to just say fucking Yoshi.
And I feel like being like part of, I think a part of that too is maybe doing the press stuff too as
Yeah.
well. Like I think that
Oh,
comes with a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Or a high level of anxiety at least.
Yeah.
I would
But
definitely
you're
be
putting
like
your like face with the movie at that point.
right,
too,
exactly.
and
You're putting your face on
everything.
a character and like
Yeah.
exactly. So
And then I think there is a big spoiler that came out with this movie recently, but as always, since this has spoiled it,
you're gonna save it.
I think we should save it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should save it for the end. And I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Even though they spoiled it in the promotional stuff recently.
I
Usually we say that's fair game. I'm saying it doesn't come in so late into the story. Like we should not spoil it for potentially even people who just haven't been spoiled for it yet, because that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely the highlight of this for my experience.
Yeah,
for sure.
And like also just the Nintendo Easter eggs besides some of the other Nintendo universe characters.
So I guess we could focus on like talk. Should we?
Well, you can say like Nintendo universe characters appear in this, and stuff like that, but just don't like say names and stuff of specific characters. But
focus on like the Mario stuff.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of other Nintendo franchises that make little cameos, or even maybe are potentially characters that feature heavily in the story.
Yep.
Of course, there's a return of Bowser, Jack Black as Bowser, and this time we're actually introduced to his son Bowser Jr., who's played by Benny Safdie, who's actually like the guy who did Uncut Gems, like the director of Uncut Gems, and like
really,
some of those movies recently, the Safdie brothers. So like he just did the Smashing
very odd
Machine.
Choices for some of these like
voice
voice picks.
I thought he did great though. I think that was actually one of the best castings in the movie. But he's not like a super known actor, he's a director even. But Benny Safdie is Bowser Jr. here. He was terrific, and they've been heavily promoting him throughout the trailers so far. That's been like the like we're giving you Bowser Jr. in this movie. It's kind of been like the thing of this movie besides Rosalina, I guess, basically. Right. But Brie Larson as Rosalina and then him as Bowser Jr. I think they both did fantastic for like the kind of new cast that has been promoted for this so far.
Totally.
Trying to think if there's anyone else that's been like promoted that is kind of a new cast person.
Besides Donald Glover, that's really
Donald Glover too.
All I can think of.
But yeah, Donald did a great job as well.
Yeah, I mean, he literally all he says is Yoshi.
Yeah,
but like that it's not easy to say.
Well, sometimes people just like an actor too, and they're just like, I'm for it. I like Vin Diesel. I'm for him saying just I am Groot or whatever. So just like, if you like Donald Glover, and you like Nintendo, like my girlfriend, I guess you get both here.
He also does like the the screaming, the Yoshi screaming,
exactly, and like
exactly,
stuff like that.
So
like
there's
more
to it.
Yeah,
I guess I don't want to just not knocking the performance at all.
And he's an actor and he's a musician, so it's like he's got a wide range, so it's not surprising. Totally. But like, I don't think he's done a lot of animated stuff. I think a lot of the actors that do these movies have not done a lot of animated stuff, like Charlie Day or Chris Pratt, like Anya Taylor-Joy. Jack Black's the only one that's familiar with like kind of doing some animated stuff with like he did like Brutal Legends.
I was gonna say the game.
Yeah, and then
back in the day,
he's done animated movies. I'm 90% sure. I can't think of one off.
Off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's one out there.
Yeah, I know he has for sure. Shark Tale.
Yeah,
he did Shark Tale or whatever too. I think that's at least one he's done. But so he's got voice. Oh, and he did Rick and Morty and stuff. He's been doing more voice acting stuff recently, but it's been like more as like kind of cameo kind of things. But Jack Black's always done fantastic with his voice work.
I mean, yeah,
because I remember when he was in Rick and Morty, like especially since it's Jack Black, like you feel like when you hear Jack Black, oh, I know it's Jack Black. Right. but that was actually like a Spider-Man or like a Clark Kent Superman kind of thing. Where I remember he was in Rick and Morty. His character was in that episode a good bit, and then it got to the end and it said Jack Black, and I was like, oh, what? That was Jack? Like, and then I like watched the episode again, and I was like, yeah, I hear it like the whole time now. Like, how did I not know that was him or whatever? But like, he does do little nuances to his voice,
Right.
but if you know it's him, you can hear the little bit of Jack Black in it at the end of the day. But he's a great voice actor because like he puts his all into it. I think I personally think, and Bowser returning in this and like a little arc that they do with him. I don't want to go into it. I also thought that was fantastic too.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I wasn't expecting that based on things that we saw in the trailer and stuff. But I loved, like what they did with Bowser in this, and then Bowser Jr. And I think it actually provides, kind of heart to this movie that I guess maybe the first one had, like you said, with his family or something. But like I didn't feel that too much. But like I felt like this one had more heart to me with the Bowser Jr. Bowser dynamic, and it, in a way, it wasn't super in your face with it either. It was very subtle, but they did a great job with it, and it stayed true to who those characters are from the video games and stuff too.
Right.
Where like that to me felt like, yes, this is the Bowser Jr. sort of dynamic, or this could be, since they finally have voices now and are talking.
Right.
And yeah, worked so good.
Right.
And
because last time we really see them like talking, it was like maybe Sunshine.
And it provides a lot of the twists and turns of this movie. Not a lot of twists and turns, but some of the twists and turns of this movie. The whole Bowser Jr.
Right.
Because Bowser Jr. is kind of the villain of this. But Bowser
in the first, yeah.
But Bowser was the villain of the first one,
right?
But like Bowser Jr. is the villain of this one, so then there's kind of that question of like, is he also kind of gonna be the villain of this one, or is he like not? Like you don't know almost, because like it kind of becomes this question of like, is he like, he's in prison now? Is he gonna like? And he's seeming like he's doing better a little bit. Like you saw that in the trailer of him painting and stuff too. Like he's like improving a little bit, I guess, or whatever. At least like he's somewhat reformed. And so you like, this question comes into the character, like, is he gonna become a hero or something? And then like, it would kind of make sense and not be far fetched because like we're so used to Bowser being the villain. But then think of like Mario Party and like Smash Bros and other things, where they're all like together and like hanging out. So it's like at that point, it kind of makes sense like why Bowser would maybe become an ally, or like they would do something like that.
Right.
So becomes a really interesting dynamic in this movie too. I thought, at least, of like wondering like, is Bowser gonna like become a hero in this, or like, or betray his son, or like, is he gonna be loyal to his son, or like and become a villain again, or at least just be loyal to his son? Like, there, multiple questions came up with him, which I think definitely made it so that was the most interesting plot that was going on in this movie, I thought.
Okay.
The Bowser Jr. sort of stuff.
I thought the Bowser Jr. stuff was pretty interesting. I thought,
where the Bowser Jr. stuff was like a little just formulaic, but like the stuff they do with Bowser specifically.
Yeah, the Bowser stuff. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything yet, because we're
and
not
they
in
just
the
did a good job
so
of like.
I'll keep my mouth shut, but I enjoyed that stuff a lot.
Yeah,
I thought it was definitely well paced and well put out.
Oh, for sure, and it all makes sense at the end of the day, like where they go with it. From based on just like if you're a fan of the video games, or you're if you like the first one, or if you just like Jack Black as Bowser, I feel, and like his interpretation of Bowser, that I feel like all works for that character, or this version of that character for sure. But what did you think of the visuals?
The visuals were the top,
because we saw it in like premium format.
Visuals were the best. I mean, I think that there's scenes with like where it goes from like 3D animation to 2D animation with like Bowser Jr.'s roar. And like very specific
The beginning
Easter
was kind of
eggs where they'll
trippy.
start kind of like going into like old school video game style.
Yeah.
Like they'll transition. There's like full 2D animated sequences in this that we will get
There's little
into
musical
talking about
cues
later.
that are Easter eggs.
Yep, the musical cues of just visuals though. Like visuals are incredible.
Yo.
The visuals for this film were top notch. I don't know. I want to say that the first one maybe doesn't. It's maybe the second one's a little better than the first one in this case because of the 2D visuals and the things that they kind of incorporate.
I think the visuals definitely had improved.
But 3D elements are all identical to the first, parallel to the first film. So there's really no disconnect
and everything.
with that. You know, it's not like the animation quality and the 3D stuff jumped up a level.
No, I think I get
versus
what you
the
mean.
last film.
Like it seems like on par,
right?
Like it's not like this huge jump in animation quality,
right?
But it seems like they put more work into this one. Where like there's a lot more like scenes that I guess are like badass or just kind of like
totally
like
the angles, the compositions they thought out. You know, they just really do a good job with the visuals all around and like keeping the eye focused where it should be and having little Easter eggs and outside of where the eye is kind of focused too. Like if you decide to like kind of look outside of like the plot, you know, you kind of see like background characters that will like, you know, little Nintendo Easter eggs or Mario Easter eggs. You know,
there's plenty of those. Like that's why I want to just see this again,
full of them.
Because if you're a Nintendo fan like us, like there's so much in this movie that like your eyes can't even keep up almost. Like I remember there were certain scenes I'm like paying attention to the background.
Just very it's very similar to the games in my opinion where like it's hard to follow or keep up with some of them. Like Wonder when we were playing the other night.
And that's where it kind of makes sense, like where there's a little bit, I guess it seems so far like a disconnect between the critics and the fans with this,
right? Which I feel like is always going to happen.
Not even the fans, because we don't know how the fans feel since we saw an early of it, but the critics so far.
In this case, I think where it's
harsh.
like a 3D animated, you know, not children's film, but like a kid's film technically. And it's like, I don't know, Nintendo, I feel like there's a lot of things pushing against it for critics to even consider. You know what I mean?
Well, there's certain things too, I think. Like, I'll bring one up specifically. Like, that's not, I won't bring it up, but like, it's something that happens at the end with a major character that's introduced from another Nintendo franchise. And, like, it's basically like they're in something that, like, and appear in something that is really badass for people like us, but like if you were just a critic, I don't think that would mean anything to you at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then like because we're fans, we're like, oh, that's what's his face in that thing or whatever from that game. So it's just like it's making us like nerdgasm basically because we're just like there's two franchises combining in a really badass way or whatever. But the critics, they're gonna be like, okay, like.
But again, that's why I say, like, I think that the first movie does a better job of telling a better story than this film. I think it got way
better reviews than this one did from the critics.
Well, that's because, again, like, I think, like, it kind of sets up Mario as a character. It shows us his family, his struggles, where he comes from, you know, him and his brother's relationship. This their journey like to the Mushroom Kingdom and like changing the growth that they take.
Would you say this is more like a No Way Home or like a Deadpool and Wolverine? Where
it's like, a Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's kind of like dumb in a lot of ways, but like
it's a great film and it's a lot of fan service, but it's not a standalone.
Yeah,
you need setup. You need the setup. I mean, you really
that's or a way at least I would knowledge of like a good way universe. I think would describe it would kind of be is like it's kind of a dumb movie, but like if you're a fan. So much fan service in here that you're gonna just smile. You're gonna have a smile on your face throughout a lot of this.
I was beaming, especially in the part that I want to talk about the most. Like obviously we'll get to that, but like I was beaming. I was like thrilled.
Yeah,
I was laughing. I was having a great time. Also, I want to mention because I keep seeing it on screen, but there was a scene with like and I guess
things.
It's in the trailer, so we'll talk about it. Where the castle is like crashing down out of the sky, and I just remember us laughing wicked hard at like the part because they're like, oh, thank God we outran it, and then it just starts picking up again and they're like, oh
when they like did a little fist bump.
I think that the like comedy
because they thought like
was pretty damn good in this film. Honestly, like I didn't cringe at much.
I guess that is another thing I want to bring up before we get into the spoilers. At first, the comedy was not working super well for me. I think I
for like
told
maybe the
you.
first 5 minutes or so.
Maybe, or maybe even like the first like 10 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
It was not long though, I don't think. Maybe max 20 or something.
That's a long time though. That's a lot of time.
I know.
20 is a big difference.
But there was a point, I think it might have been like 10 or 15 closer.
Okay.
But it was like 10 or 15 minutes at one point. I think it was
That's
at the beginning.
Like that's almost a quarter of the film.
Yeah, I thought I was kind of like
depending on how long it is.
Well, then there's like we can talk about this too because this isn't even like a spoiler because like it's in the marketing for the movie and like it was post credits in the last movie, but the introduction of Yoshi, like we said, Donald Glover does good in everything, and it's kind of no problem with the character or the
it's
dynamics
a little shoehorned.
or that dynamics between that character with the other characters, but yeah, with everything else going on in this movie, it just felt really like with Yoshi. Oh yeah, we set that up in the post credits of the last one, huh? Fuck. All right, well.
Which again, it works for me.
Yeah, it's not done terribly. It's not done terribly, but I'd rather definitely shoehorned in there.
Kind of like I don't know. It definitely felt like it was like kind of thrown in there, but like it worked.
Yeah, it worked. It wasn't done terribly. But, like, I think, like, we've seen enough movies that we can kind of
like, there were some honest moments, too, where, like, Mario was like, I really liked that guy. Yeah. Like, you kind of, like, feel a little genuine, like not, like, bromance, but, like, kind of bro-ship going on.
No, definitely.
Between them.
So, like, ultimately it worked. And, like, ultimately it also, that scene does a thing that we talked about where...
Which is funny, too, because it's like Yoshi's not even, like, a pet either. Like, no. He's, like, a friend.
Roams around.
He's just a homie.
Oh, there's Yoshi. I'm on this world.
That's
great. Can I hitch a ride for a little bit, bro?
Yeah.
But, yeah. What did you think of the musical? Like, the OST and, like all that sort of stuff? Yeah.
I thought the soundtrack was great. I think it might have been better than the first film.
That's what I thought. Like, it was standing out. Like, there were certain scenes where I was actually getting kind of hyped up.
Like, the first film is good. Like, I think that the first film, again, is, like, a better story and everything, like, wise. But, like, I think the soundtrack definitely, and the visuals in this one was a huge step up from the first one.
Did you still ultimately like this one better than the first one? I know you said that you thought the first was kind of a better Mario movie, but did you just overall as
it depends on
like
I think I see them on equal levels.
Equal?
Yeah, it's very equal levels. It depends on what you're looking for in a film. If you're looking for like a Nintendo film, a Nintendo Universe movie, this is the movie to watch. If you're looking for a Mario film, watch the first one.
Yeah.
And both are like great films. Like
it's a
equally,
good point.
So
and yeah, I think most people are probably going in with that Nintendo universe expectation. So I think they're going to be very pleased with
I think box office numbers, this is going to do...
Oh, it's going to do bonkers.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's going to go bananas.
We're going to... on...
Dude, you like that? Like that, DK? Like bananas? Banana?
Dude, well, if you think about it, it came out April 1st today.
Yeah.
We went to a midnight.
Dude, April Fools.
Yeah. Imagine they just didn't show it. We like went there. They're just like, oh, fuck you, it's 12:01.
Shit, did you start the recording?
Yeah, it's...
Dude.
Oh, you motherfucker. Anyway, what was I just saying?
DK?
Bananas?
No, bananas. This box office numbers are going to be crazy.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be insane.
Yep.
Because, like... it came out on a Tuesday night because we went to which is technically Wednesday because we
got to see a midnight showing. That was
great.
Yeah,
midnight too. We haven't seen that in years.
Dude, it's 3 a.m. right now when we're reviewing this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we just got home actually.
We just got home after seeing. We have a lot of energy for 3 a.m.
We're that devoted.
Yep.
We definitely did this at 3 a.m., not 3 p.m. But yeah, would you want to get into the spoilers?
Let's do it. Let's talk some spoilers.
You know what that means, everyone? Spoiled it time.
You have been warned.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So, the big spoiler.
Princess Peach and Rosalina are related.
They're not only related,
they're sisters.
That when they touch hands,
they make the world, energy, universe,
make everything
magic.
Green. They like make Earth basically.
I don't know. I don't fucking know, bro.
Or they make like just
that's
like
the one thing in this movie
planet.
that I was like, okay, it's fine, it works for me, but also, what?
Yeah.
Like I don't remember that ever. And,
Yeah.
and correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong.
Well, I did tell you, like, there has been fan theories
Because I
people
guess,
have
okay,
had.
here's my thought process is like, and I don't know if this is just like, if this is true or not, but I remember in Smash, like, Princess Peach has like a little like magical ability, right? Doesn't she do like a little magical spritz or sparkle or something when she does like a specific ability? That's all I have to base off of.
Yeah.
That she has magic powers now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's just completely out of nowhere. Like,
it's kind of far fetched, and
it's like Star-Lord having
point,
powers in the second film. I'm like,
it's
wait,
kind of far fetched, and it kind
which
of,
is actually in the
at
comics,
this point
but still
feels far fetched. But at the same time, when Mario Galaxy came out, people had like theories of like basically saying things like that, like, oh, I think Princess Peach, it might actually be the sister of Rosalina. And yeah, as always, internet people have like all these.
Well, in the
things
you called
to.
it in the Wonder episode.
Yeah.
So like I was kind of like surprised like going into that, like, because you kind of knew ahead of time.
Yeah. I was very aware that people had been thinking that for this movie, because I had seen people referencing something from the first movie, like I said to you last night before we saw this, where like it was like that line where Peach talks about like how she just doesn't remember, she like came out the pipe or whatever and doesn't remember like
came
where
barreling
came
out the
from
fucking pipe.
So she like doesn't remember who her parents and shit are, but she like said something about stars, or it was something like that where it suggested space sort of thing to people. So yeah, people were like, they're definitely doing what people had thought when Mario Galaxy or Mario Galaxy 2 came out, was like one of them. That Peach and Rosalina are related, because there was like little evidence things of it, I guess, in those games.
I think that they did a good job at not revealing that in the trailer.
Yeah.
For the most part. I didn't catch that at all.
No, they didn't spoil it.
So like that was definitely when they confirmed it in the movie when we were watching. I'd say about this I was game. Like, what?
They didn't spoil a lot of that. This was actually one of those movies they did a really good job with the marketing, because they didn't spoil really much of this movie. Like it still feels like
another major spoiler, which is Dry Bones Bowser.
Oh yeah, that
which
was
is
crazy.
Fucking crazy. That was awesome.
That was fucking dope and kind of scary.
And like how the hell they gonna go back on that, because it's like. They can't stick with that design. He's too scary.
I thought they were gonna do a Terminator 2 thing in that moment when he was like falling in, where he was gonna like maybe put his.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna give a thumbs up. I was like, that would have been fucking dope, and I would have been mad, but like.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, it was a missed opportunity. I don't know if it would have pissed me off or made me more hype. Honestly.
It would have made sense, because like the good guy. I thought it was a missed opportunity.
I thought it was a missed opportunity.
Because he was kind of another. Spoiler: Bowser being kind of a good guy in this, or trying to be,
or at least the start of his like Zuko arc.
Yes.
Not really like comparable to Zuko at all.
And he's doing really
like...
good with it and everything too.
I called the redemption arc the Zuko arc because that's one of the best examples I can think of.
And he's doing really well with his redemption arc. But then that little gear of the sun that he forgot about, or hasn't seen in years. He sent to boarding school.
I sent you to boarding school. Well, I failed.
He just hasn't checked in fucking
I think
years.
that's fucking hilarious, bro. That is the funniest part of the film, that he sent his kid to boarding school. He sent Bowser Jr. to boarding school. And
that's what I'm saying. Like there was enough of the elements there where you're like, oh, that's super fucked up. But then there was enough of it there also where you're like, but it's also Jack Black, and that's kind of sweet too. Like with other points,
the world domination shit where he's telling him bedtime stories, and
that
like,
was an awesome scene.
We're gonna take over the universe and like crush our enemies, and like
that was just
wow. Will you tell me the story again tomorrow?
I love how it was just like Bowser being like, cheerful,
good dad,
awesome,
Bowser,
good dad, like fucking.
And then it's like, well, that doesn't raise the question. It's like, okay, well, what the fuck happened? Did you go for like cigarettes and milk someday and then just never came back to your son? Like,
no, but then it just makes perfect sense kind of too. But then it's also super baked where it's like, so he was just such a good dad, like like such a happy dad, good dad in this universe, at least, like with the depiction that they seem to be showing, that like Bowser Jr. is actually a good kid, but it's just like following what his dad did.
Even Mario said it. Mario said it, where he's just like, he just needs a little better guidance.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I think like he's not a bad kid.
Because look what he was able to accomplish.
Right. Yeah.
Like with a fucking that like planet and
Right.
everything. Like that was insane.
Yeah, the war world.
Yeah.
Which is again weird
From the
that
bedtime story that he's read him. He just made it come true.
It's crazy.
Which like, yeah, I don't know. Like
there was actually like even like some of the horns on that planet. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw like some of like the like there was like not like statues, but like walls that had like their horn texture kind of popping out. It was like the green horns though from like Wonder, like literally from the Mario Wonder. I was like, that's weird that's actually from like what we saw like literally yesterday.
So they're incorporating a lot of different games with this.
It was a massive mix of everything.
Yeah.
Which I guess now that we're in spoiler territory, we can officially talk about.
The power-ups and shit also that we just didn't recognize.
I was gonna talk about Fox.
Oh, Fox McCloud, yeah.
Duh. Like the big Fox, Pikmin.
Yep.
Rob.
Mr. Game & Watch.
Mr. Game & Watch.
Yeah.
We got like a ton of Smash characters.
Are there any other Smash characters? That's basically it, right?
Unless there was more in the background that I
Daisy?
missed. Daisy, yeah.
In the post-credits.
In the post-credit, yep. That was another one that got revealed.
What'd you think of that?
I'm hyped for that. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. Like, I wish they kind of set up more of a direction, but I think that they don't even know right now.
Yeah.
And, like, you were asking me, like, potentially what they could do, and honestly, probably
That's
the
why
most
they
reasonable option for them to do next is the Odyssey movie.
Yeah, that's why I agreed with you on that.
That or
because
do
it's
some
like,
standalone films, like do a Fox McCloud movie or
Yes.
fucking...
They need to do spin-offs or, like...
Donkey Kong Bonanza or Donkey Kong Country, you said, actually. That's
Donkey
a
Kong
way
Country
better
would be
option.
great, yeah. I don't know if they'll call it that, though. They might just do Bonanza.
Yeah, I think they'll probably do
newer or
Bonanza because it's
something.
newer. Or Luigi's Mansion. Please, for the love of God, bring EGAD into the fucking universe.
Yeah.
Please.
And because Charlie Day is just so good as Luigi.
Give Luigi a whole standalone film, honestly.
Like,
he's fantastic.
Anytime in these movies, there's scenes where he's just walking around. And
That is the
and
best.
then he's going like, and he's
Yeah.
like scared and shit. I'm like, dude, this is making me just be like, I need Luigi's Mansion.
He nails Luigi. I think the only other character that actually really nails. I mean, they all nail it in different ways, but I think the two like top characters is Luigi and Peach, in my opinion. Maybe
I would
Bowser.
say Bowser and Bowser Jr. as well.
That too. But I mean, like, I think that they stand out. Like, those two from both films have stood out and been like...
from ones in both.
For ones in both.
That's a good point. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely Bowser Jr. as well, and Bowser.
Yeah.
Bowser's another one I was thinking was
I like that they just made Peach a badass now.
And that's not to like... I know, like, Keegan plays Toad, and Toad is a great, but it's like... These are characters that we only really hear noises from usually, so it's hard to, like... I've never heard Toad speak full sentences before.
Yeah.
So it's, like, really hard for me to be like... And I guess it's also hard for him to pick out a voice for that. And I think he does a great job. But, like...
They're adding more dimensions to these characters because they have a voice now that we've never seen before.
Right.
And then with other depictions, it's going to work. You're going to either like it or you're going to feel meh about it. Or maybe you'll... like aspects of it. And
I did like Captain Toad though. I was happy to see a little Captain Toad reference. I'm sure you were
definitely did that.
Happy about that.
Inserts himself in the fucking episode. Captain Toad. I'm in this now too.
Captain Toad.
I'm gonna get the spin-off. Fuck Donkey Kong and fucking all Star Fox and all the other guys. But yeah, I would say.
Oh, the parasol.
Which one?
The umbrella.
Oh yeah,
we wanted to mention that too because that was a really you liked that a lot, and I did too. I thought that was a great moment. Like I wasn't thinking about it either. I would never ask myself like, where did that umbrella come from? And it's like kind of sweet that Mario gives it to her.
I also like it too because like I feel like I feel like they are finally tackling, but like in a good way of like. The Mario Peach romance, like which obviously has been like.
I thought that was way better in this film.
Yeah,
way better.
It's way better in this film because it's like very subtle too, and they don't like
they don't force it,
focus on it so much and everything too. It's kind of almost in the background even.
Yes,
but like not really, but like you'll see what I mean. It's focused on, but not like I said like. where it's the main component or something like that.
One thing, the spaceship that they drive, the spaceship that comes in, like very stereotypical looking spaceship, is it not? Like it's like literally like this flying disc saucer, like green laser.
Rosalina's?
No. Bowser Jr.'s.
Oh, Bowser Jr.'s.
Where he shows up.
Yeah, that saucer.
Yeah, that saucer looking like one. Yeah, I was like. Not like a nitpick or anything. Like I think it was fine. I was just like, is that from anything specifically? Do you remember that from anywhere? Because it feels like very generic.
I did remember thinking that too.
You know,
I remember thinking like that. Weirdly, like just that one part, like or that one aspect or that one design, thinking like, I don't know if this fits in the Mario universe or like this doesn't seem like
it wasn't
it's really,
again like it's not a nitpick. It's more of a nitpick.
Nintendo universe for that matter. Since
like it doesn't bug me that much, but it just was like one thing I noticed that I was like, it doesn't really fit the aesthetic of the overall universe. It
was like kind of like realistic.
It's very realistic,
like hyper realistic,
again, like very like default UFO style.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
not,
I don't know
not
why
a lot
they
of flavor
decided
there.
to go with that. And it was actually almost confusing me for a second at one point, like, because it just seems like a little out of place. But that was just an illumination.
It's a very minor nitpick, though.
Yeah,
minor nitpick.
Clearly an illumination, like animation choice.
Like I'm curious if that like maybe does have more importance or something, or is from somewhere, because it feels like everything is like from something. So I'm curious if like that spaceship is like a reference to something, because it looks familiar.
It's from Earthbound.
Do you remember like at the beginning I was like, is that Metroid? Like like
already off the bat.
Oh,
are they gonna already introduce
another?
to us?
And they did introduce Fox really early.
Like halfway through
we got
the
Star
movie,
Fox
right?
like pretty much halfway through. Yeah, they were like at a spaceport and like ended up needing a ride.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a good point to go into like your nitpick on like kind of the odd choice of having him kind of go for the money originally.
Yeah,
you can explain that better actually.
So basically, like, I think the Star Fox being in this is awesome, and like he looks great, and like Glenn Powell, I
had no issue. I thought he did fine.
Thought he did fine and everything. Yeah. I could tell it was him, so I don't know if he was.
It seems like he has an actual connection to the character too, like from his childhood. Like he really wanted to play this character, which is like it's wholesome to see. I love those moments where gamers get to play the character that they've wanted to be. You know what I mean? So
you can tell there's more heart they put into the performance,
right?
Or something.
That's kind of like what's his face playing Witcher, Henry Cavill. It's another situation like that,
which he's doing,
which is very wholesome to see. And I don't really have beef with Glenn Powell. I actually don't really know what else he's been in.
Yeah, our frequent guest Dan D'Souza, that's his favorite actor.
Yeah, he loves
of all
him.
Time.
Yeah. I feel like we've said that like 3 times in
what do you think he would think of him in this movie?
I actually don't know. I think he wouldn't mind him. I don't know. We'll see. He's definitely going to be seeing this movie. I have a feeling.
I feel like he's going to love it.
I think he's going to love it. I don't know. I don't know.
Love Glenn Powell as Star Fox.
I think he's going to love Star Fox though. I think Star Fox was my favorite fucking part of this film, was seeing Star Fox.
Star Fox music and
Star Fox music, the Star Fox tribute. We had like the whole like 2D animated sequence where we got like the original characters shown and like the game style.
Yeah, 2D part was
and
sick.
Like pieces from the game, like actual like 3D renders from the game, or like models from the game that they had. I was like, dude, this is awesome. This is fucking crazy. And like the music was fucking
yeah. And then the part like I was saying that you where I was referencing earlier, where it was him and like Rosalina's ship, and he like pulled up and everything.
That was awesome. I was giddy the whole time. I was like, yo, what a crazy crossover to have Star Fox flying Rosalina's like palace, bro. That's awesome.
I know. That's fucking sick.
I was like so giddy when that happened.
Like
I love crossovers.
The critics are not going to understand.
They're not going to understand. That's just good fan, but like for me, I was like, dude, that just made the whole movie for me like was worth seeing for that one shot. Like that, even like, I don't know, that was great. And then like I love the star. I keep calling them Star Brights. I don't know what the hell they're actually called. The Lumas.
Oh yeah.
I love when the Lumas dress up as Star Fox too. They like have the Star Fox logo on their backs and they're like, yeah.
And then Rob probably had the second most screen time.
Rob
But like
surprised
still not
me.
in it
I didn't
much.
think Rob's performance was bad at all.
Yeah.
But it reminded me and
Zootopia.
yes, it reminded me of the Zootopia scene. You knew
Or
exactly.
whatever, yeah. I know, I was thinking the exact same thing.
And I didn't like that. I wish
Yeah.
they did something else, but like it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It was a good moment. I love Rob.
They did it twice though.
Rob was I know. It's fine. It's fine. Do something else with Rob, please, Illumination. Illumination,
He's
please.
a sloth from Zootopia.
He's a
I don't
great
know.
character. Do more than me. He's way faster than that. He does not process like a sloth.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's why that was kind of baked. But also,
I was
like,
just
you're just
very-
happy to see him. But
I was happy
like,
to see him, but I was just like, wow, this is reminding me of that Zootopia scene.
Yeah, they were just copying that.
It literally was. And
Illumination, we need our own version of that scene.
There's a lot of
Mario,
moments where the
perfect.
comedy works in that film. That is one of those
That was a very
moments that I was
kiddie-
like, okay, maybe this doesn't really work for much as me, at least.
Yeah. I felt like there was just a couple of those moments, maybe in like the first half, but like especially early on with like those sprite things that Rosalina has or
Mhm.
whatever,
Yeah.
where there's like definitely like some very kiddie humor in
Right.
this, like where it's definitely like for very little kids, or it seems like a very movie for very little kids. I mean, it's an animated movie for kids,
Yeah.
so
It is a kid's
it
animated
makes
film.
sense, and they're gonna fucking love this.
So. Right.
Like, if you're a parent that loves Nintendo or you have kids or whatever, you're
Mhm.
gonna love this.
Yep.
Your kid's gonna love it even more.
If you're a Nintendo fan, you're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Like, don't miss out on a chance to see this in the theater. Go support your local theater.
Yeah.
Just in general.
And yeah, especially if you had a nephew or a kid or something like that like loves Nintendo and you like Nintendo, like what a perfect thing to bond over and
Yeah,
stuff too.
seriously.
Or even bond over with your friends that also love Nintendo and stuff like that, like we did. So
Yeah.
good movie. Definitely recommend seeing it in a premium format.
Yes, definitely.
Because, yeah, being that close to the screen, like we're that perfect seat we kind of have for the premium format. Like there was points, like especially when it was opening, like with the Rosalina thing, where I was like, "This kind of trippy," like the visuals and stuff.
Visuals
like that.
are great.
So like, can only imagine how how much they're gonna love this on IMAX and everything. And,
Totally.
definitely.
Even on digital, like I'm gonna watch this again.
Oh yeah, like we talked about with some other movies in the past, like definitely want to get this in 4K to own it and just be able to watch it again and again, but also just be able to pause it at like certain points and be like, holy shit, there was a cameo at this point too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's definitely
stuff like that.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if you pause
Because the
it.
Pikmin was so in your face and immediate, but like I feel like there's that whole sequence has like a ton of like maybe even like a ship that I don't recognize immediately right off the bat. That I think like I said to you, I was like, is that like a Metroid ship? And I already said that in the beginning too. But like I thought that about the saucer originally, but then I thought it again when we were at the Star Fox scene with like the spaceport. I was like, is that enough? And then you called it. You were like, that looked like a Pikmin ship.
Yeah.
And then immediately right after we got like the Pikmin, you were like, no, that's definitely the Pikmin ship.
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. No Olimar or anything though.
No,
just the Pikmin.
Just the Pikmin.
Which was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious to see like where they'll kind of go with the next one.
Imagine we got a fucking Pikmin movie.
Just like a spin-off of one of those sort of characters.
Film. That'd be great. I'd watch
for
it.
Yeah. If they want to do Pikmin, Star Fox.
Star Fox is the most obvious one. If they don't do that, they're stupid.
Yeah.
Because I guess it depends on how the fan reception is, I guess.
Yeah.
Because if there's not a bunch of fan reception for it, then nobody cares. But like, I thought that was one of the best parts of the film. I'd take a standalone film, or at least like if you're doing a standalone film for Star Fox, like now incorporate other characters, like
Metroid,
like
or
Metroid
something,
or
maybe,
other, or
like where it would fit.
You were saying like Ike too, but I think what other ones? Kirby.
Yeah.
And
no, well you
Animal
had said,
Crossing.
because I brought up to you if there was like a Mario 3, but it's not Smash Bros. Movie, but there's other Nintendo characters in it who should be in it.
Yeah.
And you said Samus or Metroid.
Yeah.
I think they should definitely do that, but if they do a Star Fox movie, that would be a perfect place
That's
to
a
cross
perfect
that
place
over,
to cross that over.
and not feel like you're repeating maybe sci-fi things like you did with Star Fox.
If
in
they
the second
did,
one.
okay, so what if they did it like this? What if every standalone film, so say if we just suggested, okay, so Star Fox, DK, Luigi's Mansion, And we'll just start with those three. Like, what characters could you see like showing up individually in those films too? Like
Bowser or Bowser Jr. maybe.
Bowser Jr. in the Star Fox film,
No.
in the Luigi's Mansion film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I could see, like, obviously we got King Boo, which we haven't introduced yet. We haven't introduced really any of the Boos.
True.
Or Egad.
Yeah.
Which is an obvious, like, those are characters we would get. But if we're talking, like, crossover characters that could show up in that, I mean, God, what would I there's so many Nintendo characters that you could choose from.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like you wouldn't want cameo characters in that kind of film because of the way it's kind of like an isolated mansion, and Luigi's kind of, it's his, like...
That's where, yeah,
you know,
I would be all for them doing that, but if they did do that one, yeah, it would be hard to have
it would be
cameos.
harder to have cameos. They would have to be very smartly done.
Could do a lot of ghost characters in the Nintendo universe.
Like maybe a cameo at the start of the film, and then maybe a cameo at the end of the film, and then for the middle, you know, most of the film, just kind of leave it to like being like introducing.
Imagine they have like Solid Snake or like some of that.
I would
like
fucking
Sonic
lose my
and that
mind.
Sort of shit again with these
Sonic,
things, too.
imagine.
Smash.
We were
Bros.
talking about Pokemon too. We were saying like Ash Ketchum, like, because that's again another Smash character.
Yeah.
Where it's like, imagine if you went to see Super Mario 3 and fucking Ash Ketchum or Pokemon Trainer walked out on a screen, or Pikachu or some shit. People would lose their collective minds. The theater would be full.
Yeah.
Like, you would get so many people into seats.
Pokemon. People love Pokemons.
For real.
All the card machines just sell out in all the stores and shit still to this day.
To this day, yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, you'd be stupid not to have that in one of these next Nintendo universe kind of films that they seem to be doing now.
Definitely really excited to see what else they do, though.
Yeah.
Whatever they end up doing.
Do you think they're going to be... I think I saw something actually today that said Jack Black was suggesting the next Mario thing might come out 2029.
That's a while away.
Yeah. So it'd be like 3 years. But...
I mean, animation takes time, so as we all know.
And if we want it to be good like this one was and look good and
have a good story and everything, you know, give them the time that they need.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't even give us a date. Honestly, Jack.
Yeah.
I would leave that.
Well, I'm glad it's not like July 15th, 2029. Like he just is like, I think they're planning around 2029. Okay. So I'm like, that's good that they aren't even.
They're gonna give it some breathing room at least, which is good, but not too much breathing room. You know, they're aiming for.
Well, dude, if this makes like bonkers money, like Avengers Endgame money or something like that, which it possibly could. They might be fast tracking that and doing many spin-offs for these.
I could see it. I mean, we're already talking about a bunch of spin-offs, and like some of those, I'm not a big fan of sequels or spin-offs and stuff like that, but I would go see a Luigi's Mansion movie.
I would go see
I would go see a DK movie. I would go see a Star Fox movie. I would go see Super Mario Odyssey. You know, like these are movies. I mean, the first two films did such a good job. I'm confident that Illumination would make a great sequel film or whatever spin-off, whatever it may be.
It seems like it's like definitely more, at least based off ones I've seen, like the one at this point that they're like really passionate and dedicated and like want it to be as good as possible, like with these films, because like Minions or whatever, I don't know, I guess I can't fairly say this and shouldn't say this, but it seems like they're just like shitting those out at this point, like that.
I was gonna say earlier at the beginning of this, and I'll return to it now. I remember when Despicable Me actually aired, like in theaters. The first one.
I saw it in theaters. The first.
I was working at the theater when
really
when it aired. I think I told you this story. I don't know, but I'll mention it now for the viewers at home. They had a little accident in the theater. Played Carrie's trailer. I think it was a horror movie. They played a Red Band trailer at the Despicable Me showing. Where all the kids and like grandparents and parents were like sitting, watching, waiting. Oh my god, the theater was an uproar. I was like little 15-year-old me who had to go in and like be riot control and give them like free tickets for movies and be like, oh sorry, the theater put the wrong movie on.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, nobody really gave me a hard time. Everybody was very nice about it, but like I remember hearing the theater erupt in screams.
Oh my god.
From outside, like I just heard screaming, and I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell just happened?" And like the attendants ran in, and
That's a
like
monumental fuck
that is a
up.
huge fuck up.
Yeah.
All those kids probably saw like Carrie getting covered in blood or like some shit, and just like. But
Illumination.
it's been a while. They've been around a long time.
That was their first movie, I believe.
Yep, Despicable Me.
That was a good one, but
It was either that.
I haven't seen any of the ones since then.
Yeah.
And they've had like 18 of them with Minions and Despicable Me.
Yep.
So I'm just like, oh my god.
No, they haven't had 18. They've had like
10.
5.
No, they've had like 10.
Oh, okay. Despicable Me and Minions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you meant Despicable Me.
I feel like this new one coming
Isn't
out
there like 4 Despicable Me's right now?
Yeah, but then there's like 4 or 5 Minions, so that we're at like
there?
We're at like Minions 9 or
what
like
do you mean Minions 9? We can't be Minions 9. Don't tell me.
This year is like Minions 9 or something. I'm shitting you. Or Despicable Me 9, whatever. It's the
it's
same
Despicable
thing.
Me 4. No, 5. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Gru's son grows up.
Why the fuck do they keep doing these? Make more Nintendo movies. Jesus Christ. You're doing a good job with those at least. What the fuck?
I didn't even watch the last Despicable Me.
I hear they're all terrible recently, so go see a good Illumination movie,
first
guys.
one was great. The first one was really good.
Do you think people need to rewatch the first one before seeing this one? Or
Despicable Me or the movie?
No, Mario.
What are we reviewing? Yes. No, I think they don't. They should see the first movie if they haven't, and they want to, have the full, the full kind of, setup. They don't need it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
If you know who Mario is, if you know who Peach is, if you know who Luigi is, if you know who Bowser is, if you know who Bowser Jr. is, you know who Rosalina is. Even if you don't,
you're just gonna
you will be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
You will enjoy this movie.
If you've just played the Nintendo games and you haven't seen the first Mario movie,
you'll enjoy this movie.
And your friend wants to see it tonight, and you haven't seen the first, and you don't have time to watch it, go see it.
If your kids are screaming their heads off and they're pissing you off, and you want them to shut up for an hour, take them to the theater.
Fine. I heard Star Fox is in this. He fucking better be. But yeah. Go. Is there
any other things that we've missed? I'm sure there's tons of stuff to talk about.
Daisy. Star Fox had a cameo, but they didn't really set up much or do anything with that post credits.
Yeah.
They set up that he's basically gonna go back to his universe.
His universe, right? Yeah.
Which how the fuck did what happened there? How was he able to get back there now?
He explained like the princess fixed the warp core or some shit.
How the fuck did she do that?
I don't know. Same way that she has super magical powers, dude.
She just touched it. And
she just looked at it and it was fixed. I don't know. She's got like Princess Bubblegum level. Fucking like mad scientist.
You're like Dr. Manhattan or some shit. Like you're just like invincible and like fucking.
That was definitely the most baked part. I was just like, oh, okay. But anyway, no. I don't think we've missed anything though.
No, well, we definitely
Nothing
have.
Big.
But like, because like we talked about, this is a movie. The fans.
All the big stuff though we covered. Like,
yeah.
Like obviously Fox and Pikmin.
Like Ninja just being in the trailer from like the Mario Party game, and like there's certain areas that I think I was reading online are from like Mario Party or Mario. So
dude,
it's just
Nabbit's gonna be in the next one.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Like Ninja being in this, like I'm surprised someone like Nabbit would probably be one of those background characters.
Yeah.
Like, Nabbit might have been in this.
Nabbit was probably in this.
In the background, and if he wasn't, they're gonna be in the next one. So, like, because I think they're doing a lot of a mix of like newer characters, like in like things like Odyssey and stuff like that.
There's a lot of Odyssey characters, which was cool. I liked Odyssey
because they know the kids today with playing Switch and like Mario Odyssey and shit, and then they know the adults with like showing the retro stuff like SNES Mario and shit like that,
right?
And NES Mario, so it's just like they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing,
and it's smart. And it's also a mix of other Mario games like Sunshine and other stuff too. So
which again, we got the I always say Delfino.
Oh,
Delfino.
Pianta people.
Pianta people, yeah. We've finally got them, like, a bunch of them.
Hell yeah.
They just brief, but, like, we got them.
Mario Sunshine would be a dope next sequel, too. Like, I know
wish,
it's
but I don't think that they would do it.
Than Galaxy.
Imagine it's like, okay, we're going to take a vacation on this one, and now Bowser and Bowser Jr. are villains, and they break out, and then I don't know.
Still Dry Bones Bowser.
Yeah. I don't know how they'll probably fix it with magic.
I hate sand.
What are you, fucking Anakin, and
Didn't
also
Bowser say that?
No, it was
Oh, that was Kingpin.
It was Kingpin.
I
was gonna say Kingpin.
I hate sand between my toes.
And then he chuckled. I made a little funny.
I was thinking Bowser said that.
I love how he chuckles after that.
Yeah.
He's like,
I knew some villain we watched last night said that, but anyway, Pose. I think that about wraps it up. I don't
definitely
think
we've covered it.
We missed some things, but big movie.
Go
lots
support
of
your
Easter
local theater.
eggs.
Go see this movie.
What
you'll
he
like
said.
it.
And I think you'll like it, guys.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for joining me, Marty.
Dude, thanks for having me.
As always, Pose, if you want to follow me, Leon, and Marty, you can find us on YouTube at retro-TAINMENT and Grill TV Studios, Facebook at retro-TAINMENT and Grill TV, Instagram at 2pose in a pod and Borges and L and Grill TV Official, X formerly Twitter at retro-TAINMENT and Grill TV, TikTok at retro-TAINMENT and Grill TV, and also listen to 2pose in a pod on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Good Pods, iHeartRadio, Overcast, and Pocket Casts.
Don't forget Spotify.
And Spotify.
Woo!
Which, I said, like, oh, I'm going to add it, and I still haven't added it on there.
But if you're not watching it on Spotify right now, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Where else are you watching
It's where the video only version is, which I would assume you want to see us on video,
and not
too.
on YouTube.
Yeah, not on YouTube. Where there is videos. Fuck that.
The video platform.
I like Spotify.
Spotify's better.
I think they're going to give us a deal someday. So
you think so? That'd be pretty dope.
So I'm just trying to, like, hold out. Like,
dude, you hear that, Spotify? We're waiting for you. We're waiting on
for
your
it.
call. We'll schedule some live tours.
I'm being loyal to you guys because I like the platform. All right?
All right.
So message.
Get on it.
All right. They said
our email box is open.
They're like, all right, they want us. They want us. You know what? We're going to sign a contract. We're going to sign them to a contract. Fuck it.
Oh, there it is. I just got the email right now.
$1 billion contract. 2pose in a pod. Anyway, Pose. Love you guys.
Peace,
and we will see you on the next one. Peace, guys.
Peace.